Hey, what up guys? Today I'm going to bring you all a review of Mekazoo, a game that's been on my radar for a very long time now. It's a side-scrolling platformer built within a vibrant neon 3D world. It's the first game from Good Mood Creators, a studio comprised of a couple guys from Digipen Studio, a game development studio in Redmond, Washington that is supported by Nintendo of America. It's flashy, it's got the razzle-dazzle aesthetics, and it might bring back those warm fuzzy memories of Sonic the Hedgehog. But is it really worth your time? I'm going to answer that today with a review. But before we get started, I do have a free copy of the game for one of you subscribers. Just tell me what your favorite old school platformer is in the comment section and I'll announce the winner in the next video and on my Twitter. Mekazoo is an animal-inspired game, but these are no ordinary critters. You've got a squad of 5, a frog that can use his tongue as a grappling hook, a panda that can climb, swing and butt ram obstacles, an armadillo that can curl up and race around levels, a wallaby that can super jump, and a pelican that can fly indefinitely. The story of Mekazoo starts off as you wake up as the armadillo and notice all of your animal friends are missing and have been turned into enormous evil bosses. You must venture out into the bright lambent world of Mekazoo to save your furry compadres. And each time you do, you'll unlock that animal for the duration of the game and be able to switch to them on the fly during gameplay. In Mekazoo, you'll be swinging, rolling, hurling, and swapping between your 5 mechanical friends for about 15 hours. The game consists of several worlds connected to the mother pod, and each is caked with a neon vibe of radiant colors, animation, and atmosphere. Most of the game is built around this idea of figuring out how to best utilize each animal's strengths, while swapping them out for more suitable partners that can cover up their obvious weaknesses. The panda is great for smashing down walls with its big bare ass to uncover new areas and secrets, but it can be a challenge to scale ground quickly and activate switches and spinning levers. That's where Mr. Frog jumps in and gets the team over that obstacle. In other areas, you may swap to the armadillo for its high ground speed, but to get to higher ground you might have to swap to your pelican friend to help you traverse the verticality easier. And that's the gameplay in Mekazoo. It's kind of a mashup between Sonic and Rayman if you ask me, constantly asking you to be the captain of a team of very specialized characters to get to the end of the levels, defeat bosses to unlock more furry friends, and continue forth to new worlds. The premise is pretty simple, and it welcomes you into the world with its natural progression of unlocking each character. Unlike some games that give you full access to abilities from the get-go, like Fury for example, you're drip-fed your progression constantly and it feels rewarding to finally obtain all the animals and really get down to the meat of the game a few hours into it. It's such a great moment when you do get your first animal swap and you see the possibilities of having an entire squad of specialized toolkits at your disposal. And the beauty of it comes in the level design. Most sections of the game seem to have multiple ways of surmounting them. I recall experiencing this for the first time when traversing the 3rd level during a section where I had the choice to latch on to insects with my froggy tongue, but I happened to fall and find conveniently placed ramps for my armadillo buddy to bolt me back up. You'll find that very cool design everywhere in Mekazoo. The problem comes in with the controls and that interactivity, however. Firstly, the controls take some time to adjust to. They feel kind of floaty, and at first I was slinging myself madly across the screen, holding on for dear life trying to keep my momentum up. You feel this way because the game takes control away from you a lot. There are a ton of contraptions that launch you into new sections of level, and pipes that automatically traverse you across the map. It's difficult to distinguish what the player can do and what kind of automation will happen in lieu of this. The problem is, there's very little help in the way of an introduction or tutorial, so it's trial and error for the most part. Which objects can I swing on with my frog tongue? Why can I spin around some objects 360 degrees but only 180 on others? When I step on this bouncy thing, will the camera view change or will I just bounce up and down? You'll ask those questions a bunch during your early time with it, and it creates a lot of stop and go gameplay. In turn, a little bit of a learning curve surfaces, but after a while the game ceases to have this problem as you acclimate to its systems. I would also love to see a little exposition and an explanation of how the worlds are connected to the hub, or pod as it's called in this game. You're thrown into the game without much context at all, and it can feel kind of disjointed and hard to figure out what screens are connected to what and where you should be heading. It definitely lets you figure that out. Also, the frame rate has some issues. The optimization of the game is far from perfect. My FPS varied anywhere from 40 to 60, and I tested it on 2 machines with the same results. It's not enough to ruin the experience, but it most certainly can piss you off if you're a stickler for frame rate like yours truly. But those are just minor setbacks in a really fun game. Mekazoo is a great game and a warm homage to the likes of Sonic, Donkey Kong, and Rayman. It's one of those rare platformers that comes around and says, this genre is still cool, and it is. And for 20 bucks I say hell yes to this one because it's a blast. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to Downward Thrust now for more reviews and all other gaming goodness, and have a kick-ass day, fellas.